My hair is so red, cause it was an accident, but not really, I really like it. What do you think? Do you like my hair? Hey everybody, welcome back to DareBearLive, your channel featuring me, or I guess it's kind of starring me because there's nobody else in this but me. Your channel about me and my personality and what I'm up to on the daily, on the weekly, on the lively, every day. Like, I don't know, you just get like a seasoning of me, Dare Taylor. Commonly known on the internet as a cosplay model, actress, nerd, a little bit of a dork, a little bit of a weirdo. But today I actually went on Instagram Live moments before this and asked you all, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, DareTaylorOfficial. I asked you all what you would like to see from me. One of you came up with the amazing idea of wanting to know what is my process like when I get an audition. As many of you might know or might not know, I actually auditioned and starred in a movie that I shot out in Palm Desert. I can't leak any title or any information or who all is in it because obviously we just finished filming like a couple days ago, so it's all kind of under wraps right now. But I'm an actress. I've been doing acting since I was 10 years old, and I didn't really start pursuing it seriously till now that I'm in California because there's a lot more opportunity. And a lot of you want to know like what it's like. Like, what do I have to do to get myself ready for an audition step by step? So today I thought I would take you with me on that journey, starting with my pajamas. Let me show you. So this is like just my typical backdrop for auditions. I'll go through later once I'm fully ready, like what things specifically I use during my auditions, but we are imagining, let's go into some like role playing here. So, I just woke up. It's early morning. You wake up in the simulation and you're ready to have a lovely, relaxing day with nothing to do. And your agent instantly emails you with an audition that's due later on that day. What do I do? So the first thing I do is I clear all of my plans and make sure I'm totally available for that day and make sure I have time to commit to this audition. Then I grab my script and spend a lot of time with it. And as I'm like spending time memorizing, like reading all the synopsis, reading exactly what they're looking for, that's when I get in the shower and clean myself up because I'm not about to audition like this. So let's go get in the shower. Okay, I have completely showered. And the next step is to basically keep going over my lines as much as possible as I am getting ready. So let us go and put on a full face of makeup and let my hair dry because this is gonna take a little bit. So let's go. Okay, so I actually flipped my backdrop to gray so that way I could like kind of focus and do my makeup. For this look, I'm actually gonna film an entire YouTube video on it called How I Do My Makeup, like Get Ready With Me Q&A. It was last week's upload, so if you wanna go ahead and click that and go watch me do my makeup, I highly recommend it. It was really fun answering your questions from Instagram, and a lot of you actually had some acting questions for me, so I was very impressed. But yeah, go watch last week's upload, or you know what, just stay here, finish watching this one, and then go back and watch that one. It'd be really great. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're the best. Okay, I'm gonna do my makeup now. Oh, and now that my makeup is done, I'm gonna go blow dry and finish my hair. While I'm usually doing these things, I have my script with me. I'm going over the lines, I'm saying them out loud. It usually takes me anywhere between like an hour and a half and 2 hours to get ready. And that's time that you can be going over your lines, practicing like character development, thinking about where in the script is there a moment where the dynamic changes in the scene? How can you make this character seem similar to you so you can bring yourself to the character? There's a lot that goes on in just the script preparation alone, let alone preparing yourself for this role as well. So typically at this point, I'm still going over lines while I blow dry and style my hair, which I'm about to do right now. Hair is officially done. What I like to do is I obviously put some like heat protectant in my hair, and I just lightly, keyword, lightly go through and straighten my hair. I don't make it super hot, just hot enough to kind of like tame the flyaways. Like it's kind of hard to see right now, but when I go back on the blue screen, and this room, you can kind of see a little flyaways. You can obviously like use hairspray for this, but this trick works better for me, just using the light heat going through, making sure my hair looks good. Don't mind that room, that's super messy right now. Ah, my mirror is dirty. Everything in my life is dirty right now. But anyways, so while I'm straightening my hair, doing my hair, getting ready to go on the screen and film, now is the time where I go through my closet and figure out, how do I dress myself for this role? What is really gonna make my hair color look good on the blue backdrop? So we take a little trip to my closet. Let's go. Surprise, surprise, my closet is a mess. So I come in here and I just look at everything and kind of go, okay, there's a blue backdrop and the character I'm going to play is a cute girl, like, let's go schoolgirl, like girl in college who is trying to look like cute, maybe quirky. So it's always important to also take note on your acting breakdown. What is the age of the character? Typically what I get is young 20s to 30s. So there's kind of a lot to play with, but you can usually tell by the dialogue and the way that the character talks where on that spectrum your character lands. In some case, what I like to do is looking at the script, is there a lot of likes and ums? Is the character confident in their decisions? Does the character know what they want? Is it serious? Is it upbeat? And for this example, we're gonna just say that she is quirky, she's a little unsure of herself, and she's flirting with a boy. So I would go in here and find something that I think would really speak to what I would wear if I was in that situation. Instantly, I am gravitating towards this because it's like mature college student, looks good with my skin tone and my new hair color. It really offsets how red my hair kind of is, so I'll look very similar to my headshot. We'll pull this. And I always pull multiple options because when you get in front of the camera and you're standing in front of your backdrop, things could change, you could feel differently, especially if you film in a different location. The next thing I'm gonna grab is probably this like off the shoulder flower moment. Patterns usually can be distracting, but something like this might look really flattering. This is if I wanna age myself up. So I'll grab this and I'm gonna grab one more look. Maybe this sweater skirt combination. Just because I have heard recently that green is a really good, oh, it's got a logo on it though. We'll see. I might be able to like just crop it out, but I've heard that green is a really good color on my skin tone, so we're gonna grab this. We're gonna go back to the blue wall, try all three of these on and figure out which one is the best. Okay, so now we are back in the self-tape room, which I've cleared most of my crap out of the way. I do like to keep this room very comfortable, very zen, very relaxing, and just like keep it a fun space. I purposely make sure that like, if I am feeling angry, I don't come in this room. Like I really like to keep the energy of this room very creative, open, honest, because it just helps me with auditions. Like it sounds silly, but like it's kind of like your bedroom. You know, you want it to be comfortable, you want it to be the place that you don't have work going on. I do the same thing with this room. Now, as you can see, I don't have any lights on except for the lights above me. This this is my makeshift stand for like where I'll put my script or any prop that I want just out of the camera frame. If I need to have a purse, I'll hold it in the beginning of the scene and then I'll set it down. Like I'll give you an example once we zoom in, but this is like my stand where I set all my stuff while I'm filming. I have a light here. I also have a light here. So I'm gonna set up the room right now before I get dressed. Now, you're probably wondering like, why would you do that? Well, as soon as you put these two lights on yourself and you're already in something, it's gonna change the way that it looks. So we wanna set the room first, then put on the wardrobe and see how it all looks together. Now that both of these lights are on, I'm gonna bring my camera on in. Boom. That looks good. I'm missing the top of my head and I'm a little bit too far down this way, so we're gonna take the camera back a little bit. There, yeah. Perfect. Now I'm gonna look at the lighting. This is like exactly how you want your self-tapes to be cropped. All of your head, not any like chest. I mean, if you wanna show a little bit more chest, you can like adjust it, but I try to just keep it like here. The only thing, like I have a little bit of a shadow, it's not distracting. Sometimes I'll mess around and see if the overhead lights are doing too much. by turning them off. It just depends on the mood. Like, if this character is supposed to be nervous, I like this. Because it's like, you can see like a little bit of glisten on my face. Makes me look a little bit more youthful. So we're gonna go with it like this. All right, so now what we're gonna do, since we have our lighting set in place, we are basically ready to go. I am gonna step off camera and try on the first outfit. Let's see which one we like best. Outfit number 1. Okay, so I'm obsessed with this sweater. It is so cute, but I can already tell you with this cropping, the Playboy symbol is way too noticeable. It's very distracting. If it didn't have this, I think this would be perfect. It looks very schoolgirl. It's exactly the look we're going for, but unfortunately, this ain't it with that logo. But otherwise, color looks great. I think it looks different enough compared to the blue that it pops, it stands out, it makes my skin color look good, makes my skin tone look good. Honestly, if I wanted to, I could just pull my hair in front and hide the logo, but that would be really, like, I think that would shake my focus while I'm auditioning and while I'm like trying to remember my lines, get into the emotion, feel things. You know, just a little bit of the words poking out would be distracting and it would ruin my performance. So let's try on the next one. Fit number 2. Wow, my camera had to do a lot of adjusting for that. Okay, so how do I feel about this one? I already know I want this piece in front because it looks good. Okay, so I really like this one. I don't think the print is too distracting. I will say though, this one just at this cropped look, angle, viewpoint, this is very mature looking. Like maybe if I like scoot in a little, like that looks a little better. I think it's just the deep plunge that you can kind of see. It has the tendency to look very mature, which is fine if that's the character you're going for. But for me, I'm typically reading for like a college student, and I don't know that this is really sending college student vibes. But yeah, let's try on our third option. I think this is still good, still usable. So we'll hang on to it, but let's try our third one just in case. And the last look that we pulled. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm obsessed with this color. It's really popping off the blue in the backdrop. And again, it's really not making my hair look super red. I just recently put more red, like auburn, chestnutty kind of tones in my hair. And sometimes when I wear certain colors, it really makes my hair look different than my headshots. My headshots are still very brunette. So in order for me to avoid having to go get new headshots, I have to be careful and conscious of the colors that I wear. And this is like perfect. I like the button that kind of peeks up if I take a couple steps back. Obsessed with the color, really like the fit, still very feminine. And it looks very innocent. It looks very young, youthful, like college girl would definitely wear something like this. Not distracting, no crazy prints. So I am really feeling this outfit, but I want to know, what one do you guys like best? I'm gonna put the option number 2 and number 3 up so you can see both of them side by side, and let me know like which one really grabs your attention. Which one do you prefer? For me personally, I'm gonna say that it's this one, so we're gonna step forward in the process, which comes down to filming. Before we get to the filming of this, I also forgot to mention that sometimes it is okay to ask, a friend to read with you. What do you think, Snorlax? Will you read with me? So another thing about acting that people kind of forget is that when you are doing an audition, you need someone to read with. Not all the time. I figured out some hacks to avoid having somebody come over and paying a reader. If you like, I could make a YouTube video on that, on how to avoid paying for somebody to come and read with you if you can't afford it. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like that. I have a whole system that really works for that. If you have time, grab somebody who also is an actor, because it's gonna elevate you and make you a better actor, but also they understand notes. So if you tell them to go faster, go slower, they'll be able to adjust accordingly and they'll understand the acting lingo that you're used to. Whereas like having someone who's not in the acting industry or is not an actor can still be good, but I think it just makes the process a little bit more difficult. So grab you a friend who's an actor. Snorlax, you're an actor, right? Snore. He's technically not, but he's the only one who's here with me right now, so I think he'll do it. Anyways, back to the self-tape room. So now that you have your perfect outfit, your lighting is all set up, and you have your friend, hey Snorlax, here to read with you, it just is now up to you. It is up to you to make sure that you put out a tape that you are proud of, a tape that you wouldn't be embarrassed by if it got passed around from casting director to casting director, and a tape that you have put your best foot forward in the allotted time that you have, and that you feel, just genuinely good about. Put forth a tape that you are really proud of is my biggest piece of advice. Like, it's okay to turn in something that's just like good enough in your opinion, but you never know, like that one tape that you are not proud of, that like maybe you barely put in any effort or is just really bad, that could get passed around from casting office to casting office and could really hinder you as an actor in your career. Now, we're at kind of the final stage where I have to sit here and actually film. So let me give you some 3 quick tips that I like to use when I am filming. And they might be silly, but they really help me. 1, make sure your reader is somebody you are comfortable with. If you are nervous around them, or if it's somebody that you don't really know very well, that could also like really make you, it can either really help your scene or really hurt your scene, especially if you have to be a very confident character. You want to make sure that you have somebody who really brings you up rather than breaks you down. Number 2 is watch back your tape before you edit it together. Like, you're already standing here, you're in the outfit, do the scene, call cut, and then watch it. You'll find things on your computer screen when it's blown up that you might regret. Like, I wish I would have fixed my hair. I was wearing a necklace that's too distracting. I don't like the way I said this line. You're already in the moment. Take your time, double check your tapes, and make sure you really like them. And number 3, one thing that I like to do is I like to start with the slate, which the slate is your name, how tall you are, if you're vaccinated, and like where you're located. It's pretty generic. I like to start with that first because for me, it's just easy to like get that out of the way. Obviously, pick where you like to do your slate the best, whether it be first or last, but just don't forget to do your slate. Is very important. Like, they need to know who you are, like what your name is and how tall you are, and sometimes if you're vaccinated and sometimes where you're from. So just don't forget to do that. Oh, and one more little tidbit of advice is wear comfortable shoes that don't make a lot of noise. I forgot about this one. It's very important. I wear the same pair of shoes every single time I self-tape, and let me show you them. This is going to be a very weird angle, but these are my shoes that I wear when I self-tape. I wear my Snorlax slippers because they are quiet and comfy. Yeah. Anyways, we're comfy shoes. All right, everybody, I hope this helps you on how I prepare myself for an audition. I hope I provided some good insight. If there are other questions you have about this process, like script analysis, like some tips and tricks that I have on how to memorize, or some on-camera technique, if those are the things you guys are interested in, let me know, because I would love to do more videos that talk about acting, since obviously that's now what I do full-time. I pivoted from being a full-time influencer to now being a full-time influencer and actor and now producer, which is insane to me, but I really want to like make more YouTube videos that have to do with like my actual job, like other things that I do other than influencing. I think it would maybe be interesting, or if not, just let me know in the comments below if you really enjoyed this video. I had a great time making this video, and I would love to talk more about acting on here if you guys would like to hear it. So yeah, don't forget to click and watch last week's video where I show you how to do this makeup look. It's like a makeup tutorial. Get ready with me for an audition. It's how I did this look. If you would like to see, watch last week's video. Don't forget to subscribe so that way you can win some Amazon prizes. I give out Amazon gift cards to the first person who comments on certain videos. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope it really helps you. I had a really great time filming this. It was really fun for me, genuinely. It was fun to kind of like goof around with you today. Good luck on your next audition self-tape. And if you are a subscriber and you're just watching this for fun, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you Dare Bear Cubs in the next upload. Bye!